then God's anger was aroused because he went, whoa, time out, God. If I just back up to the night before, when you came to Balaam, you said, Balaam, at night, if the men come to call you, rise and go with them. Now, you're going to come down here the next day when Balaam does exactly what you tell him to do. You want to kill it? Really, God? What's wrong with you? No, friend. No. God gave that rascal a command. And he compromised. So what did God do? Instead of killing him like God could have killed him and should have killed him, God used this wicked man's pride and greed. And to make sure that when he goes, because he disobeyed him the first time, right? God told him one thing and Balaam flat out disobeyed. God is telling him the second time. Now listen, you can go, but only the word which I speak to you, that you shall do. Now let me ask you a question. Based on Balaam's history here, would he have obeyed God and only spoke the word which I speak to you? Or would he have compromised that again? You tell me. What do you think? Based on the scriptures. You see, now you can understand why God was angry. Why was God angry? Because he read Balaam's mind, friends. Balaam had made up his mind that he was going to get that money. And he was going to say whatever he had to say to get that money. Hence, God knew that. And because God knew that, God became angry. Because this is the second time this wicked man was ready to compromise. So God says, hey, I ain't playing that mess. And he took his stand in the way as an adversary against him. And he was riding his donkey and his two servants were with him. Now the donkey saw it. The angel of the Lord standing in the way with his drawn sword in his hand. What was God going to do to this wicked man? Because he had made up his mind to curse the seed. You mean curse Israel? No, man. He wasn't cursing no Israel. He was cursing the seed in Israel. That's what he was trying to do. He was calling Christ accursed. The devil was trying to curse the living God. And God said, I ain't putting up with that mess. Are you kidding me? Speck of dust? Oh, I'm talking about the devil. You're going to curse me, your creator? Get out of here. So, and the donkey turned aside out of the way and went into the field. So Balaam struck the donkey to turn her back onto the road. And the same thing happened. And he crushed his foot against the wall and he struck her again. And the angel of the Lord went in front to a narrow place where there was nowhere for the donkey to turn. And when the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, she just fell down. So Balaam's anger was so aroused that he struck the donkey with his staff. Then the Lord opened the mouth of the donkey. She said to him, what have I done to you? Who said that, friends? Pharaoh. Who said that, friends? Abimelech. They said that to Abraham. Yeah. That you have struck me these 3 times. And Balaam said to the donkey, because you have abused me, I wish there was a sword in my hand, for now I will kill you. Why? Because she wasn't taking him to get his money. So the donkey said to Balaam, hey, am I not yours? You've ridden me. Have I ever done this? And he said, no. Now he's talking to a donkey. And the Lord opened Balaam's eyes, and he saw the angel of the Lord. And he bowed, fell on his face. You can't stand up, even the wicked, before a holy God. Behold, I have come to stand against you. Why? Why did God come to stand against this wicked man? Because your way, remember this word because it's going to come up again. Your way is perverse before me. You see that right there? He was going like God said. But what he was going to do was just the opposite of what God told that rascal to do. Why? Because he didn't possess the divine nature. He possessed the nature of his father, the devil. And the biddings of his father, that's what he was attempting to do. Folks, look, had that donkey not turned aside, just like God told Pharaoh, just like God told Abimelech, just like he told Cain, he's telling this wicked man, what, God? I would also have killed you. See, God don't do that, then you don't know the God of Scriptures. You got the wrong God, friends. The God of the Bible is holy. The God of the Bible is righteous. The God of the Bible does not compromise with sin. Didn't I read to you where he was going to kill his own children if they didn't stop sinning? What in the world make you think he won't kill a wicked, Satan-worshiping pagan? Come on, folks. You need to get with the book. You need to make sure you're talking and worshiping the right God. Because this one right here, that's in the book, he don't compromise. He's holy. All right. We're going to end there. Folks, look. Well, let me do this. So Balaam, Balaam said, hey, I've sinned, and I didn't know it was you standing in my way. If I displease you, now listen, if it displeases you, I would turn back. Get out of here. He's already compromised twice. The third time is in his mind thinking God couldn't read his mind. He's already done it 3 times, friends. So God knows that even if he's sending back, Balak is just going to keep offering more and more money. And you know what he's going to do? He's going to go right back. So God tells him the same thing. Go with the men. He had to repeat it, friends. Why was he going to kill him? Because he went? No. Because the rascal was going to do something he wasn't supposed to do. He was supposed to speak only the words that God told him to speak. He wasn't going to do that, so God was going to kill him for that. He was trying to curse Christ. Go with the men, but only the word that I speak to you, that you shall speak. Why did he have to tell him again? Look at what he did up here. Look. Go with the men. Go with them. But only the word which I speak to you, that you shall do. So what does that tell you? That Balaam had no intentions on obeying that. All right, friends, look. That's this doctrine that's coming from Balaam. We haven't got to that. I'm just really telling you about Balaam. And you're going to see by giving you all this information of Balaam, What made his doctrine so wicked, deceptive, and deadly? All right, friends, till next time. Take care.